Hey guys, Ethan Studios here, and today I'm going to be taking a look at every LEGO Ninjago Season 11 minifigure. The secrets of the Forbidden Spinjitzu wave include 7 sets in total, and has a combined amount of 28 unique minifigures. I'm going to be separating this review into 3 parts. First, I'll be taking a look at all of the protagonists, and then I will be moving on to each of the villain factions for this season. So without further ado, let's get into this. Alright, so first up we have all 6 ninja here, decked out in their brand new suits. This is the first wave to introduce this new armor piece that fits onto the right side of the shoulder. Previous figures have had the armor on the left side, so having these on the right is a welcome change. Even more impressive is the way they are able to make these compatible with the new mask mold, which is unable to work with any of the older armor pieces due to its length in the back. Looking at each of these figures on their own, I think they hold up very well compared to suits we've seen in the past. Cole here has some very prominent orange accents that add a lot of depth to the design. Lloyd's suit is one of my favorites he's ever had. Really like the brown armor printed onto his torso, which branches out to his arm. One other thing to note is that this is the first Lloyd suit to not wear gloves. Here is Jay, and this is without a doubt my least favorite suit of the wave. I really don't like this weird smiley face pin on his torso. It almost looks like he's wearing a parachute with the way these straps are printed on. I'd say this figure is very reminiscent of his Dragon Master counterpart from last year. Zane here is one of my favorite designs from this wave. I love this icy blue color used for his hands and the sash around his waist. My only gripe with the figure is his face print. LEGO has been using this inaccurate Zane face print for over a year now, and it's really starting to bother me. Just a minor nitpick though, I don't think it's too big of a deal. Finally, we have Nia here, and when this figure was first revealed, I had mixed opinions on it. I really liked the color scheme they used for her legacy suit, so to see her go back to gunmetal gray was minorly disappointing to me, but once I got the figure in hand, I really grew to like it, and this is a fantastic Nia suit. Moving away from the ninja suits, we have Wu here. Really like this new face print used for him, and that braid printed on the back looks absolutely amazing. He's sporting a brand new cape piece made from this very flexible fabric that LEGO has been using lately. Overall, this is a really solid figure, and it may be my favorite Wu we've gotten yet. Ninjago is known to always include a few gimmick sets each wave. Small, otherwise terrible sets that include amazing minifigures, and well, this wave is no exception. These Forbidden Spinjitzu minifigures are fantastic. They have these incredible new mask pieces that complement the powered up prints on their torso very well. The best part of these figures is that we actually get new face prints for the ninja. We've been waiting since 2017 to get new face prints for them, and it's finally happened. I think they all look great and are very useful, especially for a stop motion maker such as myself. The only thing that really bothers me is that we didn't get any for Cole and Nia. Why did we not get any Forbidden Spinjitzu figures for Cole and Nia? Can someone please explain this to me? Oh, and one other thing to note. The sets all include variations of the main suits, but the only difference is the exclusive color for the powered up mask pieces. Nothing too exciting. Clutch Powers is finally here, guys. This is the first iteration of his character in minifigure form, and let me just say, it's been a long time coming. Clutch got his own movie all the way back in 2010, and has remained iconic in the LEGO world ever since. This figure puts a fresh twist on such a classic character, adding some extra stubble and even a fake eye patch, as proven by his alternate face. He has the utility belt and a new color here, and I think this is going to be very useful for a lot of folks. I can't express enough how happy I am to own this figure, and I think LEGO really nailed the design on this one. Akita is the final protagonist figure for this wave, and I wasn't sure whether or not to include her in here, because of right now, we don't know if she's a friend or foe to the ninja. Regardless, I think she's a great looking figure. I really like this new hair-hat combo, and her cape is weird, but a welcome change. She does actually have an alternate form where she can turn into a wolf. Again, as of right now, we don't know if this is actually confirmed, but it's pretty easily implied when looking at how similar the two look. Moving on to the villains of the season, we have the first faction here, the Pyro Snakes. These baddies are an interesting twist on a villain we've seen many times in Ninjago. Snakes. Thankfully, these feel very different compared to other snakes we've seen in the past. I mean, they're mummified Egyptian snake people who can control fire. How cool is that? There are 4 variations of these figures, and I thought it would be suitable to start off with the leader, Asphira. I think this is a pretty amazing figure. I really like the head and armor mold here, and they're actually separate pieces, which I think is really cool. My only problem with her is how inaccurate this tail piece is. She has an actual tail in the show, just like Char here, but for some reason they used the ghost tail piece on her. Why they did this, I have no idea. While we're on the topic of Char, I figured we should take a quick look at the figure. Personally, this is my favorite variation of the Pyro Snakes. I think the black and orange blend really well and make for a very menacing figure. I thought I'd take a look at both of these simultaneously because they're basically the same figure. The one to the left is a Pyro Viper, while the one to the right is the Pyro Whipper. I really like how the fire bleeds through the mummified cloth, and the scales peeking through the open parts of his body give these guys a very creepy vibe. The bronze armor complements the design very well. I think these guys really make for an awesome army when they're in numbers, but there's not too much else of note about them. Finally, we have the Blizzard Samurai. Surprisingly enough, this is the first time we're seeing actual samurai as villains. Samurai are very prominent in Japanese history, so it seems odd that it took them so long to bring them forth as villains. Anyways, let's take a look at each of the figures up close. First up, we have the Ice Emperor here. And this is one of my favorite villain minifigures that we've ever gotten from Ninjago. I think the white and blue color scheme looks amazing, and the new molds for the helmet and armor really complement the design. The face print looks really great. I had my doubts about it from the images of him, but once I got him in hand, all doubts were erased. Turning him around, here's a quick look at him from the back and from the front as well. Up next, we have General Vex. He uses the armor and helmet pieces in gunmetal gray, and I think they fit very well for his character. He has this nice translucent arm that really sells the idea that he's made of ice. I thought I'd cover the final 3 Blizzard Samurai together because they're all very similar in design. They all have the exact same leg print, which is a bit of a shame. I would have liked to have seen a little variation there, but I don't think it's too big of a problem. I really like this tattered cape piece for the Blizzard Swordmaster, and he does have this nice translucent face print, which is actually exclusive to his design. The generic warriors share the same double-sided face print, one side being normal, if that's what you want to call it, and the other being a powered-up ice face. Overall, these are some pretty great looking figures. Alright, so that is it. This is every LEGO Ninjago Season 11 minifigure. I think this is a really strong wave of figures, and is a prime example of how LEGO continues to deliver stellar Ninjago figures for every wave. Alright, well thank you so much for watching, and I do have a comment question for you guys. What is your favorite figure from this wave? Mine would probably be Wu or the Ice Emperor. But what's yours? Let me know down in the comment section below. Once again, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys later.